City Podcast!
Oh, that's beautiful.
Give her a clap. Let's give her the old 1, 2, 3. That was a very... Were we recording? Did you record the clap?
Yeah.
Good. How do I do? Do I look awkward?
You look really cool, is how I think you
I
look.
do?
You look like you're in Miami.
Welcome to Miami. Menino, nani, nani. I never have known what those words say.
I think they're just saying welcome to Miami in a variety of different languages.
Oh, that actually makes a lot of sense because it is kind of a cultural melting pot there.
Cultural melting pot is your volume loud enough. Give me a yes or a no, folks.
Oh, yeah, it sounds good. I'm feeling good.
Just a little update here. The sun is shining directly onto me, and I am burning alive.
Just a little update for me. I've got my sunglasses on. I'm feeling good. Got a big old jug of Publix Deli unsweetened brewed iced tea. That's black tea for those of you fucking nerds who don't drink tea. We've got palm trees behind us, palm trees in front of us, a nice breeze and a pool.
And a hot tub as well, folks.
Yep. I am a bit confused about how the hot tub is connected to the pool and it gets hot. Is there some kind of man under there? Could you give me an explanation is what I'm asking.
Well,
how is it getting hot?
It's not as complicated as you think. There's actually what's called a heater elements in the water basin of the, what's it called?
Boilerplate.
Boilerplate, and it electrifies and magnifies the water and causes it to be warm.
I'm just laughing right now because you literally look like you're boiling alive right now. You look like you're at boiling point.
I'm so hot, and the black pant with the sun shining on it, my legs feel like they have third-degree burns.
You pull your pants off later and your legs are so fucking red.
Blistered.
Yeah. We are in West Palm Beach. We're I just got done with therapy, so I looked, and we are about like a week and 2 days into tour.
And it feels like we've been on tour for at least, 12 months.
Yeah, for sure. I'm adjusting okay. I did have a panic attack last week. I also did get Chelsea's room at the casino, so my room was about approximately 5 rooms bigger than everyone's. And I literally thought we all had these sick-ass rooms in West Virginia. I got into my room, meant to text Libbie and say, bet you're having a good time smoking off your balcony.
Nope. Downstairs smoking in the cold, 50 miles away. One of the longest hallways that I've ever seen in a hotel.
Yeah, it was very long. It was unfair.
They should have had one of those tram systems they have set up at the Denver airport where you take a tram to each. Oh, God, there it goes again.
Terminal.
Oh, that's the towel. She brought me a towel.
Yeah, I brought her a towel so she looked like an elderly man putting it over his head. And it does smell like old people and mildew. I would like to let you know that.
And even though we have this incredible sound system, it sounds like radio stations when they're on remote at like a car wash.
Yeah.
And they're like, come on down and get some free bumper stickers and get your car washed. There's like that, I can hear sounds.
Oh, behind us.
And someone has the dryer on that's right next to me. And I'm just going to say, it's putting out some heat.
Is the vent right by you?
Yeah, the vent's right there.
Oh, yeah. Well, guess what, Libbie? This is your perfect kind of day. All she's been bitching about for the last week straight. I'm cold. I'm so cold. Put our heat to 75 degrees in our hotel room when we room together.
Not a fan of being cold, but now I want to be warm. I don't want to be...
Oh, are you too hot?
I don't want to be boiling. I don't want my skin to be boiling.
No, for sure. You are definitely going to have to do an anti-aging treatment after this podcast. Someone's getting a hydrofacial.
Someone's getting a dry desert heat facial.
Yeah.
Good Lord.
Where are your sunglasses?
I have no idea. I was too busy trying to set up a podcast next to a barbecue grill.
Your towel's gone. I feel bad for you.
Let's see how many minutes till we can get the Slop City sounds, because they're on my iPad. I tried to enter too many passwords, and it's like, nope.
Yeah, we're sorry that we didn't have an episode for you guys earlier this week. And here's the thing. In a week, all you are going to forget that this ever happened. And I know that. And we feel bad. But it just, I got my days mixed up. I legitimately woke up Tuesday, was so sure that it was Monday. And I was like, yeah, we'll just record the pod here in a little bit. And we got a show tonight. Libbie goes, but today's Tuesday. And I mean, when I tell you my world was shook, I'm not messing around.
Did you look up in the sky again and there was math equations?
There was math equations, and I did that whole thing where I like had to run to the middle of a street and get on my knees and scream, no! I am hoping and fucking praying that I get to do that one day in my life. Just one day. Yeah.
We got the Slop City sounds. Let's just go through them real quick.
You fucking moron.
Yep.
Yeah, you little whore.
And Tina's going to be in charge of those because, of course, I got the Rodecaster Pro here. I'm in charge of a lot of buttons.
Yeah. Oh, my God. This is so cool. We've got the whole Slop set up on the road, y'all.
Except for Randy.
Yeah, we don't have Randy, but, you know, what are you going to do? I ain't got the money to fucking pay for Randy to come.
You got nice background, bro.
I do?
Yeah.
Yours looks really nice. That's why I got jealous. So Libbie and I are sitting outside of our Airbnb, which has already been a hilarious ridiculousness to begin with. But we got a pool back here. We got all these palm trees, a lot of coniferous plants. Coniferous plants. We've got maybe a bird's paradise back here somewhere.
Definitely a bird's paradise.
Few ferns. Seeing a few ferns.
Where the red fern growed.
Yeah, I have not seen any red ferns, but
Ugly looking bitch.
holy shit, is this going on there by Bluetooth?
Yeah.
That's the sickest fucking thing I've seen.
Yep. Pretty cool, huh? Cool, great setup we got here at Slop City live.
Incredible.
I want to discuss how I have not only mental problems, I have a lot of sensory issues, more than I even thought.
Why?
Because we rode in the car yesterday all day, which is fine. And let me preface this by saying it's nothing against these women that I'm on tour with. When I'm riding in a car that long with that many people, and first of all, I had to do fake singing. So I'm listening to my music in my AirPods and can't sing out loud because it's deathly quiet in the vehicle because everybody's doing their own thing. So I'm singing along like this.
Yeah.
No words coming out. And when I'm in a car and I can't smoke or sing, you might as well drive me off a cliff.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I need to figure out how to regulate something, but I was at and it's not like my brain's at a breaking point. It's like my body's at a breaking point. So when we got to this Airbnb and I saw that someone was going to be sleeping on a couch, I had to get out of here.
Yeah, she spiraled. And I called it. Right when we were outside, in my mind, I looked at your face and I was like, she's getting a hotel tonight. I was like, she's not. There's no way.
And is it going to cost me a whole week's pay? Yeah. But I can't. And again, it's not anything against these gals. I have to have a certain amount of time a day where I'm not near anyone.
Sure.
And I don't care who that is. Even the Lord knows. Hey, give her some space.
Oh, for sure. When I'm alone, the Lord isn't watching me because I tell him, I say, hey, you need to back up, Jack, because I don't want you looking in on me right now. I will be masturbating furiously.
Masturbating? What's masturbating? Maybe I should masturbate more.
I know. I get it. I understand. I need some alone time too.
And I feel
Hey,
so
just
bad.
put the towel totally over your head and talk.
I feel bad because I feel like everybody thinks I don't like them, and I think everybody's mad at me.
No one's mad at you.
And And it's unfortunate, because Beth seemed a little sad.
How many times you have pulled that towel is making me angry.
It just keeps falling.
It's a full-size towel. So just take the time, even it out, get both sides. It just keeps dropping off her head. That's like, dude, there's been times where I drop something maybe 9 times in a row and keep picking it up.
How's this?
Oh, that looks great.
That's funny because I can see myself in the window and it doesn't look great. There's nothing great about it.
Yeah, so I've got my Mama's Leche shirt on and I am cooling down. Do you want me to go wet that towel?
As I was rechecking into a hotel this morning, because last night was, of course, a debacle.
I've had problems with Priceline before when I book something. They're like, oh, we don't have your reservation, yada, yada, yada. And I'm like, well, I don't know, man. It fucking says it right here. And it says I'm supposed to be at the Days Inn. And they're like, you're at the Ritz-Carlton. And I'm like, oh, got it.
Nope. Was at the right place. They didn't have any rooms. She goes, I don't know why Priceline lets you rent it because we don't have any rooms. And I was like,
are you fucking serious?
No. Then the attendant, had to drive me to the next hotel.
They drove you there? Yeah. That's actually very nice.
I gave her some tickets for Sunday.
You did?
Yeah.
Is she cool? Yeah. I mean, clearly she's cool. She fucking drove you there.
She drove a stranger to their sister motel.
Okay, so it was affiliated with the hotel.
Yeah.
So technically, the company time was used correctly.
Well, the most handsome guy in the world helped me this morning, and I'm wearing this Mama's Leche shirt. And
yeah.
For a second, I was embarrassed, but then I thought maybe he'll pick up on that and want to get some of Mama's Leche. He didn't.
He didn't pay any attention to the shirt.
Shout out to Jake at the Barefoot Mailman is what it's called. Barefoot Mailman Motel.
I'm sorry, what? Okay. I know what's going on. Because, about 20 minutes before we started this podcast, Libbie's phone starts going off. And I mean, the loudest ringer I've ever heard. Just like, whoa. I forgot cell phones even rang that loud. Because mine's just always on silent or vibrating and, whatever. So loudest ringtone in America goes off. I run to the kitchen. Look, I see the background is a photo that I know is Libbie's background. I was like, hey, someone's calling you from West Palm Beach. And, she's sitting down. It was definitely like I should have just picked it up. But I kind of asked her because I'm like, I don't know. I could have sworn that man said something mailman.
Yeah.
When he called.
Barefoot Mailman.
I thought that's what he said.
Interesting.
Couldn't believe it. Like, why is a mailman calling you? I was like, why have you started a thing with a postman here already?
I mean, I potentially could because that's how hot I am.
Ugly looking bitch.
Wow.
It literally was the first thing I pressed.
That's probably, no, I saw you look for it. You went.
But we don't like it, kiss her ass.
Yeah, kiss my ass. Just like doing Slop at home now.
Yep.
We need a thing of Randy laughing.
Yeah, so we can insert that in at times that we know that he would.
Insert it.
Oh. We also yesterday I made a pact. I started laughing really hard, and I was like, dude, I told Chelsea, because Libbie was sleeping, I was like, if you die, I'm going to get an obituary shirt made for you. And we're going to sell it as merch. I'm going to sell it as merch at your funeral. And trust me, dude,
at the funeral? I thought you just meant sell it at shows.
No.
That's even funnier.
At the funeral, I'm going to be slinging merch. And what I'm going to do is the second I find out Chelsea dies, or you, or Beth, or, any of us, I'm going to text my T-shirt guy and say, hey, man, I need 300 stat. And this is the picture. And I'm going to post a picture of Chelsea. Mm-hmm. And we're going to have her lifted up on Eagle's wings, obviously. Right. Have like R.I.P. Chelsea Lynn, a.k.a. Trailer Trash Tammy. And have preferably a picture from early 2000s, pixelated, printed onto the T-shirt. Have a few eagles on there and a couple of crosses, stuff like that.
Definitely the stairs going up to heaven and her at the top.
Yes. Maybe the background of the shirt should just be clouds.
Oh, yeah.
You can get it printed like a lot of clouds.
That indicates heaven.
Yeah. If you don't know, it's definitely, if you see a cloud, it's heaven.
And if you guys don't mind, just so that we can keep up with supply, in your head, think, okay, if Chelsea dies, Tina dies, Beth or Libbie, think about how many T-shirts that you would want so we can potentially have
The correct amount.
ready and stocked. Because we don't want to be at her funeral or wake and run out of supply.
No, I will have what I would say probably more than 300. I would say I'll probably get 1,000 printed because when I'm doing my dates on the road after she's passed on into the next life, then I can continue to sell those shirts at my
Disposal.
at my shows, at my disposal. Well, and I can have a nice sign that says everything must go, liquidating.
And even though you're not liquidating.
No.
Yeah.
That's a tactic to get everyone to come in there because everyone thinks they're going to get a deal.
That's a
And they
good
might.
tactic.
$25.99 for a shirt? No, we're getting down. We're going to go down to we'll go down to 19.
And you're preying on people's sadness, which is a good thing. People will love buying stuff when they're in grief.
Oh, for sure. I mean, you think I'm going to let my baby go down into six feet in a boring coffin? They're going in a good one. And I'm getting upsold. Upsell me, you know?
Well-
I love an upsell. You upsell me at a restaurant. Hey, would you like to add avocado on that?
Oh, you're always getting it.
Yeah. I should just wear an avocado pin at all times so people know that if there's an option to add an avocado, that I will be adding the avocado.
You could get one that said, always add the avocado with a smiley face.
Yeah.
There's a lot of different little birds out here.
I just heard one.
Now, I'd like to take my funeral a step further, and I don't know if everybody else wants to do this, but you know how if you buy something, a calendar, you get a free titty grab
Yeah.
from Beth? I'd like people to be able to do that. If they get one of my RIP shirts, then come grab my tit in the casket.
100%. Wouldn't you be so mad if you died and everyone just like was boring and didn't crack jokes? I want jokes cracked.
Right.
I want y'all to make fun of what they've done with me. I want pictures of my dead body. I'm giving you permission right now. You can take pictures of my dead body.
Can
you
we-
can lift up the shirt and take a pic of that big tit, small nip if you want.
What if you had a little piece of poop coming out after? Because oftentimes
the
after you
rigor
pass
mortis.
away,
Shit.
little poop comes out.
You shit furiously, actually, is what I heard. Your bowels are emptied. So I mean,
Evacuation.
yeah, it's like the chute gets pulled out.
My only concern is that for some reason here on Slop City, we are fortune tellers and are able to say things that do happen. So looks like one of us are going to be passing away soon.
I did have a dream last night, too, that I killed Chelsea. Wow! Didn't murder her. Killed her accidentally.
What were you doing?
Driving the trailer, and someone pulled out in front of me, and that person crashed into her and demolished her face to the point of no recognition. And I was held responsible for the death after the person fled the scene. And so I did end up getting criminal charges prosecuted against me in my dream. So that was very scary. Woke up terrified.
That is terrifying.
Terrified. Freaking out. I mean, just panicking. So,
Spooky.
yeah, that's why we're going to be driving safe, be on our best behavior.
Uh-oh. Here it comes again.
Yeah, Libbie's in the splat. Well, I have sunglasses on. If I didn't have sunglasses on, I'd be done for right now.
Oh, yeah.
I would have left the podcast. You know what I would have done? I would have said, hey, listen, I'm just going to get up and go jump into that pool.
And I would have turned the camera on so we could see you.
Oh, for sure.
And then just kept talking.
Well, I think maybe you should just dive into it when we're done here.
Maybe at the end you could, that was a good one.
Thank you.
What was it? Oh, a hiccup.
Hiccup.
Maybe at the end, wow, you could jump in and I'll just sit forward and turn the camera around.
I do have to shower at the end, so I actually probably will jump in. And I think what I'm going to do is do one of those like a belly flop, but backwards, like a trust fall.
And I could do it like a sports thing and
Let's do it.
I'll
dive in.
announce what you're doing.
Yep, that's how this. I mean, can't get better than that. I mean, that's a really good bang for the end of an episode. Is for me to just fall into the pool and for everyone to be able to see that on YouTube.com.
And if we maybe make an announcement on Patreon or Instagram and be like, hey, if you watch the whole episode, guess what's at the end? Tina going in the pool. But we'll have to make it so on YouTube they can't fast forward, so they have to watch the whole episode.
Yeah, and we'll also have to make it where at the end I pull out my tits and put them on Patreon because you can put your tits on there. I didn't know that.
Well, I think you should investigate. The reason Chelsea can is because she's Chelsea Lynn.
Yeah, that's true.
She's got a lifeline with Patreon that she speaks to.
Yeah, that's true.
And also she's 18 plus.
She's talking to Regis Philbin
She's talking to Regis Philbin on her Patreon.
regularly.
Now, we can do some research and find out if that's true. I'm sure there's plenty of people that would love to see both of our, how do you say breasts?
You can say breasts.
Breast. And,
If you need to code it up a little bit, just say chicken breasts and
okay, filleted chicken breast.
halved chicken breast.
Because I had my Patreon set 18 plus for a while.
Oh, you did?
And then I discovered people couldn't find me because it's not searchable when you're 18 plus. They don't want kids going in there and typing.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, kids shouldn't know how to type.
They don't.
They should just
They
know
barely
how
even know how to write.
They should just know how to write cursive, and that's
Right.
it. Here's what I want a kid to know: how to write in cursive and Common Core math,
Arithmetic.
arithmetic.
Maybe a 2 plus 2,
Yeah.
5 times 5. The 5, let's be honest, the 5 multiplication tables are so easy.
Oh, yeah. You just add a 5
Right.
to everything.
You just go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And basically, if you know that much, you don't even have to carry around a $20 bill to figure out money. Just carry around 5s because you
Yeah.
can just count by 5s.
Yeah, you should be good to go if you know you're not great at counting, just carry 5s.
Mm-hmm.
Everywhere you go, ask for it in 5s.
You could even go insofar as to take $1 bills because that's really easy to
Yeah.
count. You just go 1,
Oh, yeah.
2, 3, 4, 5, and you go all the way up to whatever number.
Yeah, or you could just start at 5 each time and make a little pile of the $1 bills.
Facing
So-
this way and this way?
Yeah. So say, you're counting everything by 5 and the item that you're purchasing costs $100. That way you could just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, set that down. And then go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then set that down. And then at the end, you can count every single pile. And then you can make the cashier have to count it out as well because they need to double count it just to make sure,
Right.
It's pretty rare. And I've worked in a cash business, drug cartel, bartending, waitressing, all sorts of stuff.
Right.
And, when people come to me and hand me their money and say, that's 40, I'm like, no, it isn't. And you're not pulling the wool over on me.
Right. You're not pulling that wool on Tina.
Oh, that's 40? Well, guess what? I'll see about that.
And then you count it and put it in piles.
Yeah. And the piles that I do are in a drawer, so everything's pretty spelled out for me. Mm-hmm. But, yeah.
This is really nice out here. That's all I got to say. It is really nice.
I feel like you're boiling alive.
Oh, I'm boiling alive, but I'm talking about the scenery. It's just incredibly beautiful.
Oh, yeah. Well, because I set Libbie's camera up, and there was this beautiful little palm tree behind her, and I was like, oh, well, that is just precious. And then I looked behind me, and it just looked disgusting.
It looked like a deco wall, or whatever it's called.
Stucco.
Stucco. That's the word I meant. Stucco.
Yeah. God, I just love that I'm getting fucking sun right now. My lesions are going to heal up.
Let's just go ahead and address to the commenters who say wear sunscreen. We are actually not wearing sunscreen. We should have.
I should have put sunscreen on. I knew that once we started this. About 2 minutes in, I said I should have put sunscreen on. And I didn't, and that was a mistake. But, I mean, life is all about learning from your mistakes, You learn from them, and, sometimes you get burned, you don't get burned again. Now, that could go for a friend or with the sun.
Right. And this particular sun, I've had the benefit of clouds going over every couple minutes.
Sure.
And if you look up now, there's not a cloud in the sky.
Yeah, it is straight motherfucking blue skies.
And I'm roasting.
Yeah.
And I love it. I'd rather have this than be freezing.
Oh, me too. Any day. But I will say that I am getting very stinky. Someone came this morning to give an IV to Chelsea, and I was like, God damn, dude, I smell just like my dad. Like a little nice raw onion that's kind of been in the fridge for a day.
Did you get an IV?
No, I don't need all that.
What's your opinion on getting IVs?
Don't care. Don't think they're real.
I don't think so either.
I did it. I couldn't tell you how little of an effect I had.
Did you
me.
have to urinate a lot, though?
No. I didn't. I mean, when I got mine, I was just kind of like, meh. I think if you do them regularly, it's probably a lot more beneficial.
What is it? What's inside of them?
Ginkgo biloba.
Wow. And, of course, those aren't mandated by the United States Beef Association.
Party company.
Or whatever they...
United States Party Company. Oh, God. You know what? This party's just too loud. I got to call the United States Party Company. They've got to come here and turn things down.
That would be me.
That would be our Airbnb people. They are serious about being quiet.
I mean, you can't... It said talk softly out here.
Like, what the fuck is... Libbie was like, maybe we can't do the podcast. And that's when I lost it. I said, fuck those people.
She completely lost her mind, and I got scared, and that's when I got my hotel.
Yeah, Libbie. Yeah, Libbie actually got her hotel because I was being aggressive. Can you believe? That's our friend, Natalie.
That's our friend Natalie, who just got engaged.
Yeah, congrats, Natalie. You just got engaged. That's
probably-
an OG Slop citizen.
She probably doesn't listen anymore because she's so busy being in love right now.
She's busy being in love, living in Mexico, eating good or visiting Mexico all the time. She's always up to something.
Having a good old time, living her best life, and that's for damn sure.
Yeah, so I guess we'll see if you really do listen anymore, Natalie. Because what she should do, just as a general rule of thumb, you know, we talked about her on the podcast, congratulated her on her engagement. You should send us a thank you text, preferably a letter in the mail, because I've always heard a handwritten letter goes a lot
Long
further
way, yeah.
away.
Possibly
Then-
a wedding invitation.
Yeah, we would like to have that. So, yeah, as long as you're having a fun one, you know.
So we'll see. We'll check back in with the rest of you.
If you're not having a fun wedding, don't invite me. I won't be there. Good God, I'm on fire.
Maybe we should get some Natalie wedding shirts made and sell them at her wedding if she invites us. And it's a screenshot of her laying in the bed yelling ranch.
Yeah.
Slop
just
City
that
Podcast.
cool. Yeah. We'll just have that on there and be like, Natalie's getting hitched. Can you believe it? I need a chug out of my big iced tea.
And then if the preacher says, is there anybody here who disagrees? And we just scream, ranch!
Oh, yeah. Hit him with a ranch. For sure. I mean, I think that's a really, really good idea. Just get a t-shirt guy who can get us stuff wherever we need. You know, an event pops up, someone dies, get some t-shirts printed. I just almost spit this fucking everywhere because all I saw Libbie do was like, she's got her little towel over her head. We're both sweating profusely. And,
Looking for a cloud.
She just looked up, and I mean, the sky could not be bluer.
Ladies and gentlemen, we look like we got a cloud coming up here from the east. It's moving very slowly, but when it gets over here, we'll be glad. Gotta go ahead and give that cloud 4 RBIs when it does make its way over here. Making its way downtown.
Oh, man.
Moving fast.
I'm walking fast, and I'm
homebound. Oh, we're about to get kicked out of this. Tina's got some of the RBI literature from this Airbnb.
Yeah, I have RBI literature here. I just did want to share that I think the coolest part is this house is a private resident of a person named Dror, and great care and love was invested in it. You may read his books on the bar. Conversation with Angels, Volume 1 through 4. The fact that we've got a guy shamelessly promoting his books at an Airbnb that's really just incredible. And I love that, you know, because I'm a shameless promoter. I'll do it everywhere.
Do you think if you ever Airbnb host, you would put your comedy special DVD out?
100%. I'd have it on VHS, DVD, and a Blu-ray. I'd have it all. And then I would have my Spotify hooked up and have my album be the first thing they see.
That's a good thing.
Oh, yeah. I'll totally do that. I'll have photos of me everywhere.
Shout out to that guy for putting his book out.
What do you think? Should we just flip to a random page and I'll read a few things?
Yeah, read an excerpt. Sorry about all the mic noise. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, that cloud's about ready to come over here. We got about 25 feet nautical feet.
I need it, man. That's the thing about sun. People forget about that. They're like, oh my God, all I want to do is go to the beach. But then you go to the beach, and if you're not in the fucking water and you're just sitting there just bathing in the sun, just like it's you got to have the water, man.
It'll suck the life out you. Oh, it's coming.
Okay, so just a couple thoughts. Is there anything that you feel you need and do not have? Of course, most of you will answer. I must have these things so I will feel better about myself. Why is it that you need these things, we ask? Well, I need things so I can do things in the world. I need a phone. I need a house. I need a car. I need a family. I need. That is one really great excerpt from there.
So what happens when you need it? What's the solution?
Oh,
Are they saying it's okay or it's not okay?
Well, I think they're probably saying just take a moment and be mindful or something like that.
What does the angel say?
Lost my page.
Don't like excerpts without solutions. Just has more questions in my head. Ladies and gentlemen, if you look up to the sky, the cloud is about ready to, what's it called? Round third base. Going to hit home run here soon.
Oh, yeah, it is coming. And I will tell every single one of you that I'm going to be very sunburned tonight at the West Palm Beach show. My face will turn a dark red. I know I don't look like I get tan, but I do get very tan. But these first few, I mean, look at that. Look at that. It's like,
I've seen a few pictures of you younger when you were very tan.
Yep.
Just a tan gal.
Tan guy running around town.
Partying, having fun, maybe drinking a wine cooler.
Yeah, definitely was drinking a wine cooler.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, it's almost here. I've never felt so much joy in my life. What if it just made a hard right turn and just skipped the sun?
I would say, ladies and gentlemen, we are done with the podcast for the day because it is hot.
We didn't say the name of this Airbnb, did we?
I hope not.
Because I'd like
What do you mean the name of it?
Because I'd like to be able to release this without anyone knowing our location. And it's not particularly that I care about anyone knowing mine. I always want to protect Chelsea and Melton.
We didn't say anything about it. I mean, we're in West Palm Beach, bitches.
Yeah, find us. I mean, don't.
Boy.
Oh, it's coming.
Oh, the back of my entire back is dripping sweat. I feel like a little kid when you like get into the car when it's so fucking hot outside and you're sitting in the back waiting for the air to come on. And you're like, oh God, it's and you're just sitting back there sweating, smelling like a little wet dog.
Dad, turn the air on.
And they're like, I got it. Ow! Like because they put their arm on the dash, or they the seatbelt touches their skin.
Look up. Look what that cloud's doing.
It's fucking took a hard right. Yep, didn't make it. I'm trying to think about.
I'm so angry.
I know. There's no way we're gonna last another 20 minutes in this blazing sun. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
And we could move over to the shade, but there's no cord over there.
Nope.
If we had one of those orange, electrical cords, you use in the garage to hook up maybe an air pump or a
Love those. They're thick and sturdy.
or an
Surge
old
protector.
boom box. Maybe if we had a 50-footer, we could take it over to the. I mean, shit, we could do it in the water if we wanted to. If we just had the mic sitting on the side.
No, you can't.
Yeah, if you don't touch the mic, we ain't getting electrocuted.
Those cords can go in the water.
No, they're not. They're going to sit on the side of the pool like this.
Oh God,
And we're just going to be perched up.
That's 100% what I want to be doing right now. Is sitting in that fucking pool and getting roasted.
Fuck. I cannot believe how that cloud. And you know what? I believe in chemtrails, and I believe the government can change the weather. Because did you see what just happened?
Oh, dude, that was
I'm going to put it up in the sky. That cloud.
just
that cloud right there just
changed
surpassed.
course, shifted course faster than any of us will ever know. I'm just drenched. How long has this been going? You know when you're in the heat, you get delirious?
33 minutes. And I tell you what, Joe Biden can't form a sentence on stage, but you know what he's doing? Diverting clouds.
Yeah.
Diverting them.
You know what he's doing? Losing his dentures. I wonder how often he loses dentures. Guys, we're not going to be able to finish this. We're just not. I'm literally sitting here right now on fire.
Can we talk about the little idea we have for Patreon real quick before we do?
Yeah, you go ahead with that. And then we'll because I'm on fire.
This is, we're kind of copying off Chelsea because they do many episodes on Patreon.
Oh,
so
yeah.
we thought, how can we monopolize off that? And we're thinking of asking for suggestion and then doing maybe 15-minute mini podcast, but
All improvised.
It's all improvised, whether it be improvised just chatting like we do, or maybe doing an improv scene where I'm not going to stand up. We'll just do it sitting like we always do.
No. We don't need to stand up. Don't get me wrong. We both have pretty good object work in the improv world, but like we don't need to be standing up. I think we can convey exactly what we need to do by sitting down. So, I mean, and a suggestion could literally be like shopping mall, and then we just go from there.
And then we'd say something like, when I think of shopping malls, I think of Claire's Boutique. And I worked there when I was a young person, and I stole a lot of jewelry from there. And I would say something like that, even though that's may or may not be true.
No.
Did steal quite a bit of rings there because they were the easiest to steal.
Did get my ears pierced at Claire's.
Yep. Had to pierce a lot of little kids' ears. Made me really rethink my existence.
Oh, yeah, dude. When you're fucking just getting a piercing gun and blasting it into a little baby's ear.
Who has no consent,
Yeah.
And the parents are like, no, they love it. They're screaming.
Well, they look beautiful, and that's what you need to remember. The baby looks beautiful. Yeah, I don't remember what the fuck I was watching the other day, but it was Dwight from The Office. He goes, I did perform my own circumcision.
God damn.
Got me good.
I'm going to put this on the ground for a minute.
Yeah.
You just go ahead and keep it going while I...
Oh, yeah, Libbie's just getting adjusted. But, yeah, so this is obviously going to be a shorter episode because it is 97 degrees outside right now, and there is well, we got a little cloud here. We might get a few here in a minute. Good thing we stuck it out, everybody.
It looks like we got a little bit of cloud cover, everybody. Yeah, got some cloud cover going over Florida, yeah. You're ever wondering if Joe Biden can move the clouds? Well, he can, folks. We witnessed it here live on Slop City.
We're in Florida, so that means that Ron DeSantis is mayor of the sky, and I believe that he's going to be moving the clouds and making sure that they cannot impregnate anybody, and if they do impregnate somebody, that they're gonna have to raise it. So that's it. Do the right thing, everybody. Do the right thing, everybody. It's me, Ron DeSantis, coolest tan guy next to Tuckerson Carl.
Oh no, folks.
Oh, no, folks, if we mention Tucker Carlson, if we mention anybody on the podcast that somebody doesn't like, we're going to get some dookie for it.
Check this out.
What?
That sound, folks, is the sound of the sun beaming extremely heavily upon us again. And
oh, my tits are covered in sweat. Little baby droplets, like when I used to force myself to lay out and lather baby oil all over myself while drinking a Bud Light.
How old were you?
Oh, 14, easy. 13,
and
maybe.
where were Svet and Igor when you're out in the yard drinking a beer?
Wasn't in the yard. We didn't have a pool.
Oh.
But I was at, another pool, apartment pool. Some 30-year-old guy I knew.
He's like, hey, kid, you want a beer? And you're like, yeah.
I was like, hell yeah, brother. What do you think of this American flag swimsuit? You ready to munch this or what? Yeah, I would like to just put out a little PSA that at the time I thought I was old enough for all of those things. Now that I'm looking back, I wasn't. If you're 30 years old and pursuing anybody under the age of 18, it's illegal and weird.
Also, it makes you a child sex predator.
Yep. Yesterday, yeah, that feels good. That's a nice breeze. Yesterday, the Barbaras were talking about something, and I was like, you're a violent offender. And Libbie was like, you're a sex offender. And then I go, I'm not a sex offender. I dated a sex offender. There is a difference. Just someone still defending a sex. I'm not a sex offender. I dated one.
Barbara, Lord Jesus Christ.
Barbara, he was just I didn't know that he was a sex offender. And he got it from Pete outside. He wasn't actually a sex offender.
Barbara, I need to know if you're going to jump in that pool because I'm burning up alive and I need to get the hell inside.
Barbara, I'm going to jump in the pool right now and then we're going to have the episode.
All right. Well, I'm going to turn the camera around.
Okay. Camera's getting turned around. It's hot as fuck, guys. I'm sorry. We could not do a full episode outside. We meant to do this earlier in the day, but shit happens.
Proof.
That's how it always goes.
Temperature. Can't even use our soundboard.
Can't even use the soundboard anymore. Too hot. But yeah, I am going to go ahead and dunk into the pool, and then that's how we're going to end this episode. So, love y'all. Mwah.
If you aren't watching, go to YouTube and watch Tina jump in the pool, folks. going to be cool and refreshing. Ladies and gentlemen, looks like she took off her sunglasses. She's approaching the pool. And she dunked in, folks. She fell face first into the pool. She didn't even dive. She just went straight down. How does it feel?
It's actually really good. And when I opened my mouth, I just tasted sea salt.
She tasted sea salt because this is a saltwater pool, folks. All right. Thank you for listening to today's podcast. Tune in.
Cool walking in and falling like that.
Tune in next time where maybe Tina will fall in the pool again. Or maybe I will. It'll be my turn to fall in the pool next time. All righty, folks. Thanks so much. Love ya, and bye-bye.